Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. Today we are checking out the Venusaur EX and Blastoise EX Premium Collection. I went to my local Gamestop, not really expecting to see much Pokemon card products, and they actually had a ton of these available. And the crazy thing about these is that they didn't sell out immediately. So I talked with the GameStop employee and I just asked, hey, were these restocked today? And the answer was no. These have been restocked for a week or two and they just haven't sold out, which is shocking for the hobby right now. These are retailing for $59.99 at GameStop, and that is a huge sign on why these are not selling out and why this is actually probably a good thing for the hobby. This premium collection currently comes with 10 booster packs. 10 booster packs for $60 is absolutely not that good of a deal at all, especially considering the booster packs you get inside are Searching Sparks and Stellar Crown. And I'm going to be honest with you, I absolutely love Stellar Crown and Searching Sparks, but they are slightly older sets. You know, we got Journey Together, Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals, a bunch of better sets have come out over the last couple of months, and it's not even that Stellar Crown and Searching Sparks are bad set. It's just that people are going to prefer something that's a little bit more current. So 10 booster packs for $60 is not a good deal. And when I looked on social media, that was what a lot of commenters were saying. Some of the top comments I saw were saying, for $59.99, I'm going to pass on this. Same, this is not the best value. A Canadian collector was saying they were charging 110 Canadian dollars at EB Games for this product. No way in hell am I going to pay that for 10 booster packs. And this is exactly the way that we want the hobby to be, is giving some of that purchasing power back to the collectors. And that is exactly right. If this product came out last year, I would honestly give this product probably 2 out of 5, maybe even 1 out of 5, because you are going to get yourself some Stampy cards. And I think the Pokemon company recognizes now, hey, if you want people to be excited about some of your cards, all you really got to do is put a little stamp on the corner. So we'll see if these are significantly desirable or not. But it does look like for a lot of upcoming premium collections or random collection EX boxes, which a ton of them are going to be released over the next couple of months, they are going to be including a set stamp. And I don't know if this is going to be desirable enough for people, really. But it does seem like the Pokemon company is under the impression that if you put a stamp on something, it's just going to be way more desirable, even if it is a reprint. So we got ourselves a stamped version of the Blastoise EX as well as the Venusaur EX, and both of them have the Stellar Crown stamp on them. And it is actually kind of fitting because this contains 5 Stellar Crown booster packs. And honestly, this is exactly what I expect to see, is some of the products that are a little bit more expensive, a little bit less desirable, has some older booster packs from older previous sets, not the most recent stuff. They're starting to stay on store shelves, basically, and that's what you expect to see, is that, honestly, during Black Friday, if they cannot sell out of these Blastoise EX and Venusaur EX products, these would be the very first products to go on sale. Is that $60 for 10 booster packs, maybe a little bit more expensive. And honestly, these should probably be going for right around $50 to maybe even $40 a year ago at $40. This wouldn't even have been that good of a deal. It would have been just an okay deal. Like, you might as well pick it up if you're already at GameStop. And I picked this up because I had a GameStop membership along with a $5 off coupon. So this came out to be $50 for me, which was just barely worth it, because I haven't ripped open a new product in a little while. And I was excited to pick up some Stellar Crown and Searching Sparks. I actually really like these sets. They're not bad sets at all. Like, these are great sets. There's great illustration rares inside of Stellar Crown. There's some awesome cards inside of Searching Sparks that I've never pulled before. Hey, we got ourselves the regular non-stamp version of the Blastoise EX. All they really did was put the Stampy on it. And so I'm happy to open up Stellar Crown and Searching Sparks. I don't think these are bad sets, and that's usually what's going to happen, is that it's not that Journey Together or Destined Rivals are bad sets. They're fantastic sets, But now you can see people are even starting to pass on Journey Together, and it's because the set doesn't have that much value inside of it. And even though there are some cool cards inside of Journey Together, there really isn't a reason to rip open Journey Together booster packs at above retail price. And so the prices are going to start to drop on a lot of these products. And that's what I expect to happen, is that maybe by Black Friday of this year, maybe into next year, you're going to just start seeing Journey Together products on store shelves just sitting around, because do you really need to rip open a Journey Together ETB at $60? You're probably going to get yourself $2 to $3 worth of value out of ripping open your ETB. And that's just a bad value proposition. And so people are going to pass on that. And that's where you start seeing, okay, scalpers are going to start leaving the hobby and collectors are going to start coming back, because at the end of the day, the collectors like me are the ones that don't really care if we don't pull anything good from these booster packs. It's not that big at the end of the day. I'm just excited to open up some booster packs again. So we'll see if we even pull something good. But I don't expect us to make back any value from these 10 booster packs. It's just simply not enough of a ratio. You know, you really have to open up a ton of booster packs. 10 booster packs, you're probably not even going to pull yourself a single special illustration rare. And that's why these typically sit on store shelves during periods of lull, and that's why these go on fire sale, is because they simply aren't that desirable of products. So it was just so funny to me to see these still available on store shelves for over a week, which is so surprising. And some people are going to say that they're currently seeing things differently, is that, hey Jake, I have not seen any products on store shelves in 6 months, and that's okay. I get that. Obviously, my scenario is not going to be the same as everyone else's scenario, and I absolutely understand that. But I think it's interesting that some products are now starting to be a little bit wary. You know, this is not an immediate pickup anymore. People are starting to think, do I really want this? I don't know. And that's where you start seeing the wanes in the hobby, is that as people are more hesitant about picking something up, that's where things start to get exciting, is that now you leave the opportunity open for, okay, well, I have products that no longer immediately selling out, and that's when stores start to reduce price. So I'm excited for this. This is interesting news overall. We got ourselves the Miracle headset. Wow, gamer gear, crazy stuff. Into a Togekiss. Yeah, no illustration rare so far. Not super surprising. For 10 booster packs, you may see one single illustration rare. The illustration rare pull rates inside of Searching Sparks and Stellar Crown is 1 in about 12 booster packs. So we're opening up 10, which means we should see technically right around 1 illustration rare, but I'm not surprised if we don't pull anything good. And that, again, is just a sign of where things are currently at. Palkia, Holo Rare. 2 more booster packs to go. And we pulled ourselves 3 regular Ultra Rare and nothing else so far. And that's exactly what, I'm going to tell you, this is exactly what most people's impressions of these sets are going to be. If you open up a ton of these Venusaur EX and Blastoise EX boxes, you're going to see the exact same sort of pull rate. Is you're probably going to lose a lot of value overall. Flamigo EX. Wow, okay, 4 regular ultra rare, final booster packs, no illustration rare so far, no full arts, no special illustration rare. In fact, even when we pull some of those, we're still not going to make back our value. And I'm not sad over that. I'm just saying this is going to be the standard that's going to happen. We're going to go right to it. Slackoff, holographic reverse. Nope. Victini, holographic reverse. Into Rabsca Holo Rare, and we got wrecked. That's exactly what you can sort of expect from some of these products. So this is retailing for $60, and like I said, a ton of commenters were passing on this. This is not a product that you're going to pick up regularly at $60, and it should not be. So the fact that this did not sell out is exactly what you can sort of expect from a healthy hobby, is that if a product is bad at its current price point, it should sit on store shelves. So we pulled ourselves 4 ultra rares and nothing else, and that is not surprising. If you're very lucky, you might pull yourself 1 illustration rare. If you are super, super, super lucky, you'll pull yourself 1 special illustration rare. And even if you pull 1, it's probably not going to bring back $60 worth of value, which is why these Blastoise EX and Venusaur EX boxes are currently sitting on store shelves. So this is kind of a weird video because I'm kind of excited or elated to be talking about a bad Pokemon card product, but a bad Pokemon card product sitting on store shelves for more than a week is a good sign for the hobby overall, because it should be sitting on the store shelf. Because if this thing sold out day one, that's a bad sign, because this should not sell out day one because it's not that good of a value. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit different. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.